So hello, and welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at latricelimited.com. So today we're actually going to just be talking about this new class action lawsuit that happened with Google, okay? And they're going to have to pay up to, they say, $118 million, okay? You may be like, $118 million? What was it, another face biometric thing? No. Wait for it. Ooh, I can feel it in the air. Gender discrimination, y'all. Okay, so I have an article here and I'm gonna give my opinions as we go. It says Google to pay up to $118 million to settle a class action gender discrimination lawsuit. About 15,000 women are a part of this lawsuit. Okay. Google is going to have to pay up to $118 million to settle a class action gender discrimination lawsuit that covers about 15,000 women, according to the reports. The settlement's press release also mentioned that Google has to bring in an independent labor economist to evaluate its hiring process and pay equality studies. Okay, so this is not just economist. So this is not something like, okay, you just pay a fee and then you just go about your business. Now it's like you pay a fee, but now we got to bring some other people up in here so that we could see like what you doing. So it says the lawsuit that Google is settling emerged first in 2017 after 3 women filed a complaint accusing Google of underpaying female workers and violating California's Equal Pay Act. The women cited a wage gap of around $17,000. Okay, I'll reread that. The women cited a wage gap of around $17,000. It was also alleged in the complaint that Google locks women into lower career tracks, leading to less pay and lower bonuses when compared to their male counterparts. All right. And they ended up winning, the females ended up winning in 2021. So what you're having here is, like they said, if they see a male and female, they'll put the woman into the lower positions and have the male into the higher ones. Male gets more money, woman does not. So that's what we're having. They've seen the discrepancy of $17,000 in pay, and now they're going to have to pay these women what they're owed. And this probably ain't even everything that they owe. Okay, it may even be a little higher than that, but this is all that we have so far. Now, this is also something that I look at when you look at like other companies and whatnot, and just this whole thing about, oh, well, you're not supposed to discuss your wages. I mean, come on, Karen, that's a little tacky, don't you think? You know, talking about how much you're getting paid, and talking about that with your, talking about that with your, the person that you work with. Oh, no. The only person that's supposed to know that is you and the HR person, and maybe your manager as well. Okay, that's really it. We're not supposed to be talking about it with our coworkers. We're not supposed to be, come on, class it up. That's a little tacky, don't you think? And this is the problem with that, okay? Because we have that whole stigma that's been placed on people who says like, oh, well, you're not supposed to talk about this because it's not work related, and don't do it. And the reason why they say don't do it is because of this. So if the chicks were, and I don't know how much they're making a year, okay? But if the chicks were to have known day one, male, I'm getting paid $45 an hour. How much are you getting paid? I'm getting paid $35 an hour. Huh. Well, let's start tallying up. What's all y'all's position? What's all y'all's position? What kind of background did you guys have? You're more qualified than he is, but he's at a higher position than you are. You're making $10 or $12 less than he is, and he's making $10 or $12 more than you are, even though he's less qualified and you could have been in his position. What's going on? I'm noticing it's mostly women over here, mostly men over here. What's happening? Why is this happening? And this is what I'm saying. You have all these people who are like, well, the male counterparts, y'all just making that up. They don't make that much more money. If you think gender equality, and this is what I'm saying, We have so many problems as just women. We have so many problems, being sexually harassed, whether in the workforce or outside of the workforce, your pay discrimination. There's so many things that are the problem. So many things that we have an issue with that continues to be an issue. This is the kind of stuff that we need more people to talk about. We need other people to be more transparent about what it is that they make. And the reason being is because if I see that you're making $23 and then they're like, oh, you make $23? How long you been here for? I've been here for 3 years. I've been here for 4 and I'm making 28. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Even if you look at, quote unquote raises and stuff like that, maybe whatever kind of bonuses, you shouldn't be that much higher than the next person. And that's why being transparent about what it is that you're making with your coworkers, with your colleagues is very important. So we could try to discuss this kind of stuff. And that's how these companies are getting away with this stuff, because nobody wants to talk about how much money they make. So then they're like, ooh, so we could shortchange Deborah by $17,000 every year, and we could give Mike $17,000 more and plus bonuses, and then we give him free meals and ha 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 ha. And then that's what's happening. You have the evil boss plotting his plan, and we're gonna get this going, and that's what's happening. That's why it's very important to be transparent about this. I'm not saying like, girl, how much you make? I made $23 an hour. I'm not saying do that. Do it in a more discreet, but not discreet, but more classy way about it. How much you make? That's a little, be like, hey, I'm just curious. How much are you making an hour? I'm making $23 an hour. How much are you making? Oh, I'm making 21. Oh, how long you been here for? And then we're going to have a talk with HR. Well, what's going on? What's happening with this? How come she's getting paid more? How come this person's getting paid more? How this person get a bonus? How this person get treated like this? And then that's when you start getting a better opportunity. Another thing is, we have unions that do exist. Yes, there are pros, there are cons to it. All right. That is what it is. That's just what it is. Okay. Everything has a pro and everything has a con. But with that being said, people, if they unionize, they will have a much better opportunity to accomplish certain things, not be abused as much by these companies, not be, forced to do XYZ by these companies, so it's just a lot of different things. I am happy about this. Stick it to the man. But I am happy about this. I just hope that more companies could, look at this and understand like, okay, maybe I'm in the same kind of situation. Maybe I'm in the same boat in regards to this. But those are my opinions on it. My thoughts, my opinions, and I would love to hear yours. And until then.